from the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, here on the show. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks for finally having me back on. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but better now than never. So what'd you think of last night? What'd you think of it?
I mean, are we in agreement that people know we're breaking the 24-hour rule here?
Well, it's your rule, best I could tell, right? But the rule is in place only for regular, regular airings, special airings like season finales or series finales, right, Aaron?
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone understands it's on them at this point in time.
Plus, they tried to spoil it on VMAs last night anyway.
Did they? I missed that one. What happened?
Those of us who might have taped it and were, busy doing things and then caught the end of the VMAs, come on. But unbelievable, right? I mean, this is the greatest show on television.
I agree with you. I guess let's hit the big reveal about Jon Snow and the mother of dragons, who's really Jon Snow's aunt. Best we can
I learned
tell
that
now.
pretty quickly when I made some predictions on another show that I had forgotten. The brand flashback showed us that they couldn't be related brother and sister. They were actually aunt and nephew. So this show's amazing. I love what they did. I love the post show when the two guys talk about the show, and they were talking about the ways how they set up the Sansa and Arya. What seemed like they were at odds, and something was going to go down. Either Arya was going to, take her face, or Sansa was going to kill her before she could. That scene is phenomenal when she turns to Lord Baelish. I mean, he's as surprised as everybody watching, probably.
Yep, and he finally ate it last night. There's no doubt about that. But I guess part of this year, Aaron, is it seems to me that they're moving the storyline along a lot faster. That we're seeing a lot of things play out from one scene to the next that normally would take 1 or 2 episodes to play out. Did you like that this year?
I did. I definitely noticed that. Like when all those folks are on the same boat coming out, you're wondering how did the bald eunuch guy get on the boat? How did Theon Greyjoy get on the boat?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like that. You knew something was going to have to fast forward here. In past episode finales, there seemed to be not enough resolution. So this is pretty exciting. Now we just have to wait 2 more years to see what happens.
Is it really 2 years? I thought it was next year. Is it really 2 years? Like
they're filming. I heard they're filming until like next early summer, and then they don't want to release it in April, so it's going to be like the 19 January, I think.
Wow, damn.
Spoiler alert.
Aaron Rodgers, joining me here on the Rich Eisen show. So how do you think it plays out? Because I know you said you thought that that Jon Snow and the Mother of Dragons and Tyrion Lannister would all wind up being related. Do you still believe that some way, somehow?
I think that there's going to be something with Tyrion. I thought he might get killed there when he went and saw Cersei, but obviously she's the best schemer in the game. Didn't see that coming with the Greyjoy either. He's going back to get the troops from the Iron Bank. That'll be interesting.
Yes.
I mean, the biggest battle is going to be what happens when the dragons go 2-on-1. And ultimately, they're going to have to kill that main guy who's riding the Night King, who's riding the dragon, because once he dies, everything that he's touched, goes away. So that's going to be the key, trying to take him down. He's got a hell of an arm, though.
Yes, I was going to point out, we did this side by side, Aaron, and I'll describe it for you in the radio audience, with you winding up for a Hail Mary and him winding up to throw the javelin to take down one of the dragons in a couple of episodes ago. I don't know if he might have been watching film of you, Aaron. It's pretty eerie how close it is.
Yeah, he's got a shorter draw, though. He's got like a John Rahm golf swing compared to me having maybe a Dustin Johnson. John's real nice and short and compact. It seemed like he had really good fundamentals there and a solid throw. I think maybe for just the drama purposes, he could have hit the second one as well, but decided to hold off because it was maybe a little too easy for him. Yeah, what a throw. I did see some of the stuff where people are upset about how Danny got there so quick last week, and where they get all the chains from to pull the dragon out.
Mm-hmm.
I like those things. I don't care.
Yeah, because there have been, again, this year, there have been a lot of plot points where we're just all assuming that these things happen, and people start putting their minds to it and saying it makes no sense. But we are talking about zombies and dragons when it's all coming down to it, So if we really wanted to actually get serious, there would be no thrones. There'd just be a game. There's nothing else. Aaron.
Yeah, and I know some people complain about maybe the slowness of it. I love it. I mean, I'd rather have the conversation of the men who went beyond the wall last week, the multiple kind of one-on-one conversations that they had over, hey, we're going to show you how the Night King and his army found these chains or made them.
Right.
Draw the dragon out at elapsed time. I want to see Jon Snow talking to the one-eyed pirate guy who got killed by the Hound in one of those early seasons. I want to see the dude from the travel commercials talking with the Hound about the Brienne of Tarth. I want to see those conversations. I don't want to see, this is how they, this is how this happened. This is how the, Theon got on the boat. No, who cares? Show me I want to see those conversations because they all have a point too. With foreshadowing usually of something that's going to happen down the line.
I would love to see him ask the Hound what's in his wallet, Aaron. I would love just to see him forget that he's not in the commercial. He's in the Game of Thrones. Just get totally confused at one point. A couple more minutes here with Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, here on the Rich Eisen Show. What did you think of the fight? I assume you saw the fight Saturday as well, right? Did you see it?
Yeah, we missed the first 3 rounds. They actually turned it on in the locker room for us after the game. So we, in between media and trying to get out of Denver, we got to see the last 7 rounds or so. So missed the first 3, and I guess Connor was really good in the first 3. But from that point, really about round 7, Connor looked like he was tiring a little bit. But I guess he looked really good in the first 3. I got to go back and find those and watch those.
Well, Mayweather basically said after the fight that was what his plan was, to get McGregor punched out, let him use his best punches in the first 3 rounds or 2 or 3 rounds, and then he would take things over. I think that was basically about it. So if you could...
It's convenient to say after the fact.
That's what I thought. Again, I thought the same...
It looked like he was worried about the card off in maybe starting like round 8. And they showed on the TV, I think going into round 9, they had him 4 rounds to 4 rounds. So he had to know it was close going to if he didn't finish things off. But, at the same time, he's never been beaten, so you got to give him some benefit of the doubt on his strategy.
So were you and the players, McCarthy, holding up the buses to watch this thing, or had it gone the distance? Would you have just stayed there and just keep the plane on hold in Denver? Is that where it was going to go?
Sure, yeah. Mike's a big boxing fan, so over the years, not as much, I'd say, in the last 4 or 5 years, but we used to get fights to the hotel when we would have a 3 o'clock or a night game. Mm-hmm. The next day, Mike would get the fight down in the dining room at the hotel, and a lot of us would stick around and watch it. So, but boxing's changed, I think, a lot since then. There's only a couple guys that can pull big pay-per-view numbers. A couple guys who you enjoy paying to watch fight.
So if I gave you the choice, our poll question today is who you would want to see get in the ring one more time. Would it be McGregor or Mayweather? Square ring. Which one would you choose to see fight one more time?
Square ring?
Yeah.
I would like to see Floyd fight the winner of the big fight coming up with Triple G. And he's fighting Canelo, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight the winner of that one.
Okay. That's Aaron Rodgers here on the Rich Eisen Show. Do I ask you a football question?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What's the number one question you've been asked all preseason long? What do you got for me? What do you hear the most? What are you being asked the most?
Oh, it's always personnel stuff. Who do you like? Do you got enough guys on at a certain position group?
Okay, that's
how
it.
How the young running backs doing?
Come on, personnel. It hasn't been how long you're going to play. How much longer you're going to play? That hasn't been number one?
I get out in front of that one. I keep saying more years every year. Like after 9, it was 9 more. After 10, it was 9 more. After 11, it was 10 more.
Yeah.
Throw them off.
That's how you stay out in front of it. I got it. You could just say, I want to play till I'm 60 and try and keep that straight face. And then just
I'm waiting to see how long Tommy plays and then kind of set my number accordingly.
There you go. And you eat the same thing? You got the same thing, like the avocado ice cream?
I haven't got his cookbook yet, but I think I need to.
Okay, the Tom Brady cookbook. What? How about preseason? You get the preseason question about whether you like the preseason or not? Do you need the preseason? How do you answer that question?
Yeah, I get that all the time because they're like, "Oh, you've only played 22 plays this preseason. Is that enough to be ready?" Like, well, I played 28 last year. I think it went pretty well.
Okay, all right, very good. And how about this, Aaron? Let's do this before I let you go into that good day here. Can we come up with the phrase that you might use to tell everybody to relax this year? The inevitable moment where everybody in Green Bay is concerned about you. Hopefully that doesn't happen for you, but it seems to happen.
Let's think good thoughts here this year, Rich. We're going to be real positive. And
okay.
We start off faster, then we don't need a RELAX or a run the table. So that's what we're going for.
Okay, so you don't have something in like your right-hand drawer that you're just going to pull out? You don't want to even think about that, essentially?
I've been reading a lot of Chuck Norris facts lately and saying, so probably skim through those again if I need to.
Okay, very good. All right, I just want to leave you in a better spot than I found you, Aaron. That's all I'm trying to do.
Bringing me on gave me a good start to my day, buddy. Thanks.
Now, here's maybe what we could do is this. If they are still going to shoot the final season of Game of Thrones and the Night King does, in fact, take down something else again, why don't they make him do the belt thing, just like you? Why don't we can't do?
Yeah, he needs a lot better celebration. He's just way too stoic out there.
Yeah, I guess the White Walkers haven't relaxed the celebration rules, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, you take a dragon down, you don't even really bat an eye.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you think he's done that?
All right. Well, look, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. And let's just chat during the season down the line. See how it all goes.
Let's do it again in 2019, huh?
No. Hopefully before that. Before that.
Okay.
Oh, you take care, Aaron. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, buddy.
You got it. There you go. This is Aaron Rodgers.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you liked some of that, get some more of that on the Rich Eisen Show app. Follow all the information you see right here on the Rich Eisen Show.